So, where do I even start? Last week, I was in the apartment packing up the last of my mom's things. She's gone. Cancer. Long story. And honestly, I can't even process it all right now. I'm not going to go into the whole story again, maybe later. But the thing that got me, the thing that hit me in a way I wasn't ready for, was Caden, my husband, walking in, seeing the boxes and going, "Wow, you still have boxes?" He said it like it was a joke, but not really. And then he started picking up my mom's old books like they were in the way, like her life and memories were just clutter. That's when I realized something. He's been acting off for a while now, more than usual, more than I can explain. It's been 3 months since my mom died, though some days it feels like it just happened yesterday, and other days it feels like a decade. She was my rock, my only real family. My dad is around technically, but he's married to his new wife, and essentially her family comes first. I feel like an extra in their lives, like I'm not even supposed to exist. Caden's family is local, but they're complicated in their own way. So really it's just been me, him, and our daughter. She's 4 years old, and she's already seeing the fractures around her. I've been trying to juggle everything, taking care of her, managing leftover bills from my mom, her storage unit, the endless paperwork, groceries, chores, and my own sanity. There's no dramatic reveal here, no twist in the plot, just me, slowly drowning in errands, grief, and the slowly building tension of Caden acting like I'm some inconvenience. Sometimes I wonder if I'm just too sensitive. Maybe I overthink, but then he says something, and it's like, nope, not me. For example, yesterday, I'm quietly putting away groceries, just in my head, and he walks in, grabs a drink, and sighs loudly, like a full-blown dad sigh for dramatic effect. Then he says, "I miss when you were fun." Not joking, not playful, just a statement meant to snap me out of existing in grief. I didn't respond, because what do you even say to that? Sorry for mourning my mom while folding your laundry and feeding our kids cereal for dinner? He's been going out more, clearing his head, but it's obvious he's avoiding the house. I'll see him on social media at bars while I'm folding laundry, picking up toys, and trying to survive. The other night, he told me he was helping a friend from the gym. I asked if he'd be home for bedtime. He shrugged. That was it. And last night was the breaking point. Warning, it's about to get ugly. Our daughter had a meltdown before bed, clingy and upset like any 4-year-old adjusting to chaos. Caden, impatient, told her to stop crying. Obviously didn't work. I took her to the other room, did the whole story song routine, calmed her down, came back, and Caden was on his phone, TikTok blasting. I asked if he could start the dishwasher. He rolled his eyes and said, "I'm being bossy again." I just lost it a little, Nangle. I told him I can't do everything myself. He said, "You're not the only one who lost someone, but at least I'm not making everyone miserable about it." I just stared. He barely even knew my mom, barely talked to her, but somehow I'm the one making misery. I ran to the bathroom and locked the door, needed a second to cry without my daughter seeing. Not even 5 minutes later, he's slamming on the door, yelling about how I'm selfish, hiding from responsibilities, mourning someone who's gone. Our daughter starts crying again. I can't even. I came out and told him to just leave if he was so annoyed. He said, "Maybe I would since I never get a break." I said, "What do you think I get?" He grabbed his jacket and slammed the door so hard a picture frame fell off the wall. He left me with our daughter. I sat on the couch with her, letting her watch Blue while she snuffled and calmed down. Texted him. Nothing. Called once. Voicemail. I tried not to spiral, but I was so mad I could barely think. He didn't come home until after 2 a.m., stomping around the kitchen like he owned the place, banging on doors. I told him I was tired too, shut the bedroom door, and he muttered but eventually gave up and slept in the guest room. The next morning, our daughter asks where Daddy is. I said he's sleeping. She asks if he's mad. I don't know. Sticky note on the fridge. Need space. Maybe you should take some too. Texted him. No answer. 2 hours later, I'm busy. Figure it out. I have no one else to ask. My dad is in Florida. Caden's family is complicated. Friends work. So I handled everything alone. That day I kept thinking, am I crazy? Wanting time alone? Is it too much to ask for a moment of peace in a life that feels like it's collapsing? He shows up later, doesn't even pretend, just scowls and calls me a walking funeral. I snapped. I slapped him. He shoved past me, packed, and left. Again. Wide open door. I sat there with our daughter asleep, staring at the empty spot where his shoes used to be. It spiraled. His family started showing up. His mom, sister, bringing groceries, trying to mediate. I told them, leave. I want my daughter with me. Now Caden tried to intervene. I blocked him. Eventually, he went to the guest room. I held my daughter all afternoon. She clung to me. She's noticing everything. At one point, she said she wished Grandma was here. I hugged her tight and tried not to cry. He started threatening custody. I laughed, regretted it, but stood firm. I documented everything, just in case. Slowly, things settled. He came by only when it was his turn. His family backed off, realizing I wasn't rolling over. Minimal interaction. I set boundaries. I started therapy. I'm holding my own again. Most recent, Caden tried to take our daughter for a weekend via a group chat with his family. I refused. He came at 8:50 a.m., his mom and sister in tow, trying to act like it was a party. I blocked him at the door, told him no. My daughter clutched her stuffed bunny, scared. He finally backed off. We agreed on a few hours at the park. I packed her bag because he'd forget. They left. I sat shaking for 10 minutes. Now it's quiet. He's around only on his turn. We don't talk much. I'm done pretending. I'm done letting him control the story, our home, our daughter. I'm tired, yes, but I'm not broken. I'm not going to let him or anyone else rewrite my life. I focus on my daughter, my home, my sanity, one day at a time. No inspirational ending here, just surviving. And if anyone out there has been through something like this and made it out, please tell me how. Or even just tell me I'm not crazy for finally fighting back. Because right now that's what I really need to hear.